everyone, I wanted to do another tapping video, not part of the 21 days, but Julie, you had posted about seasonal allergies. Oh my God, I've had allergies ever since I moved to New Mexico, but I'm going to read out of this book, it's called The Healing Questions Guide. So in my psychosomatics training, body-mind connection, allergies, the belief is, which I do believe, you're free to accept or reject anybody if you believe this is true or not, that physical things that happen to us have a connection to what's going on with us emotionally. So it means this could be possible. So what I love about this book is I'm going to read, they always give a lot of questions on, say, a specific thing. So what I would say is, hey, Carrie, I'm going to wave back at you. So as I read these, just see if you suffer from allergies. Oh my God, I do. I do take something for homeopathic called Kick-Ass Immune. It actually stopped me from being allergic to cats, and I take it. Have I tapped on it? Yeah, you can do that. But I wanted to read about allergies. So these are questions that they come up with, and just listen to them. If you have any allergies, and see if any of them land. That's why they always tend to give a fair amount of questions so that you can go, does that feel true for me? And I have to speak for myself. Anytime I notice that I have something physically going on and I look it up, I'm always like, oh my God, like that's so related to something that's happening for me. And I want to say it this way too, not with judgment. Because I know I've heard of people that do psychosomatic works, and other people have been like, oh, I don't want to do that because I feel really judged by it. That to me that's not my intention at all. It's just to invite people to consider, ooh, is that possible that maybe that's going on for me? Because I look up, like I said, I look up my own stuff all the time, and it never ceases to amaze me. I'm like, oh my God, like that's totally something I'm going through emotionally, and I look at this as insight into, oh, this might help me even understand more what to tap on. So this is from the Healing Questions Guide, and this is allergies. So just see if any of these land, if you have any allergies. What grief have I not yet fully grieved over? What will it take to grieve in a productive way? What will it take for me to access the pool of eternal love from within so I no longer seek it from external sources? What will it take for me to open up and see my great worth? I mean, every single one of these lands for me so far. What will it take? What will it take for me to know and access the power I have to change things? Hello, what's the book? It's called The Healing Questions Guide, and it's by Wendy Jensen. Carrie. So, and then, what am I allowing to threaten me? Allergies, I've always known that for a long time. Often allergies are a symptom of when we feel attacked by someone. That's so often really been true for me at times. So, what am I allowing to threaten me? What will it take for me to feel peace again? What value is there in believing that it's not safe to let people in? What can I do to allow myself to be more vulnerable in a healthy way? So like I hear that and I go, it's not like just, oh, I'm just going to be vulnerable and freaking let people in now. No, no. There's reasons that it doesn't feel safe to do that. So just go, oh, wow, okay, so it doesn't, it protects me. That's the value I get. It protects me to not let people in, and honor that, and not with judgment, and go, okay, then you know what to tap on. So always, to me, as you hear these, if you catch yourself judging yourself in any way for this, you can start tapping on the judge. Oh, wow. That's the beauty of these, because it can bring up self-judgment. And then you have your roadmap on what to tap on. Oh, God, there I am judging myself. That's how I like to use this book. Okay, who am I avoiding, ignoring, or resisting? What will it take for me to pay attention and resolve my feelings about this person? So this one, This is where I love rant tapping, especially if you're really upset or hurt or pissed off at somebody. It's that give yourself your truth. Allow yourself the space and the real truth, the unadulterated truth. Put being appropriate on the shelf. You can always pick that back up and be like, oh God, I freaking hate that they did that. God, I hate them for that. And allow that, because that's what allows you to release it. If you try to tell yourself, I shouldn't feel hatred towards this person, that just creates more resistance. So when you can allow that and tap through that, then you're giving yourself your truth, and then you release it and you don't feel those feelings anymore. That's the beauty of, in a safe and private way, allowing yourself your truth. Instead of telling yourself, I shouldn't feel that way. It's not okay to feel hatred towards somebody or to feel resentment or feel jealous. Yeah, it's an emotion. And if you can allow it and not make yourself wrong for it and just give that part of you a voice in that healthy, safe way, you free yourself from it. It's like huge to do that. Kirsty! Hey! So just let yourself have your truth, because you will get to the other side of it. You're not going to stay stuck in it. I so often see this, and I really have to work with people through this to be like, oh God, I feel guilty saying that about them. So then tap on the guilt. I feel guilty that I feel this way about this person. So meet yourself where you're at, and then you can tap on it and allow yourself the resentment, the hatred, the whatever. So I wanted to share that too. Because I always try and take the judgment out of it. Who am I? We already did that one. What childhood aggravation or irritant is still wreaking havoc on my mind and body? That's a doozy. Go back to childhood. Where am I aggravated or irritated by something that happened to me as a child? And how can I rant, tap, or allow myself to have my truth? What will it take to be relieved of this irritant once and for all? And I'm going to say this, I do take exception with the once and for all. It's possible that some of these things are going to be with us off and on throughout our life. And to not make ourselves wrong for that. Like, I was just talking about this on my Empowered Relationships call right before this. It's like we think we have to extradite these behaviors from, like, I'm never going to feel this way again. I'm never going to have this again. No, that's not accepting. It's like, what if there's a part of me that's just going to always feel this way, but it'll just keep getting better. Oh, hey, Arhelia. Just saw your name there with your little wave. And what if you could, it's all about loving and accepting even the parts of us that we want to reject, because through that love and acceptance, that's how you start to truly heal it, not eradicate it, be rid of it once and for all. No pressure there. Anyway, that's my feeling. So, as you can see, I feel passionately about that. What is in my environment that I think or need to avoid or resist? Okay, that's another one I'm going to take exception with. So, like I said, use this, but always with edits. What is in my environment that I need to avoid or resist? So think about, just feel into your body about, I got to avoid this. I've got to resist this. Does that feel light or heavy? That feels freaking heavy to me. So it's not about avoiding or resisting. Maybe you need to take a departure from someone or a situation for a while your energy is kind of wonky or less stable around it, or you feel a bit more fragile about it, and honor yourself that way. But if you think like, for the rest of my life, I've got to avoid or resist this, and it doesn't mean that you have to keep people in your life that are abusing you, but if it goes back to that, how can I heal that in me so that that I can be around people, say, before that I felt really fragile around, and I feel much more empowered. That's power. That's power, to be around somebody in the past that, say, maybe triggered you and be like, wow, they're just having a really bad day. And again, I'm not saying that's easy, but it definitely is the most healing. And that's when you can just use that and be like, okay, I'm going to take a departure right now because I'm feeling a bit fragile, and I'm just going to allow myself to heal this part of me. And then I can maybe stick my big toe in And if you got to avoid a circumstance, anytime you feel like I've got to completely avoid a circumstance, it's not healed. That's just putting a Band-Aid over a poo pile. And it's like, I wanna find the way. Always the idea is emotional freedom. I want to feel free. I want to be able to be in a circumstance. And if somebody's like losing their screws, I just don't get as triggered by it. That's freedom. So always with that in mind, not that, I'm always going to be able to be in those situations. Again, accepting that sometimes I'm just more secure than others. Sometimes I'm more fragile. On the days that I'm more fragile, I am going to take the departure. And then I can have a day where I'm like, nope, I can be in this circumstance and it doesn't affect me negatively. So that's really all behind allergies, if that makes sense. So go back and listen to this if you need to listen to all those questions. So now let's just do some tapping. Karate chop. Even though my allergies can really bother me, they're irritating. Who else could be irritating me in my life? I choose to honor that I feel this way. Even though my allergies can act up, when I'm feeling irritated, maybe attacked, maybe grief is surfacing again. And I don't want to judge myself for any of this. I accept myself and my feelings now. Even though I can judge myself for having allergies. If I was more enlightened, they wouldn't be bothering me. I choose to acknowledge this judgment now. What if my allergies are just letting me know something's up? Is somebody irritating me? Am I feeling attacked? Is there grief I need to deal with? What if I can just make it all okay? Even just that much. I can learn to judge myself less. And what if my allergies kicking up is really letting me know something needs my attention? Can I tap on irritation? Tap on feeling attacked? Tap on grief? Just start to honor myself. Honor my feelings. And maybe, just maybe, see if I'm judging myself for even having allergies. That might be a really good place to begin. Well, if I was enlightened, I wouldn't be dealing with these. I mean, I've tapped on these before and they're still here. And what if that's the place to start? Am I in judgment of self? And what if I can actually look at my allergies as information? See what's really up with me. Use those healing questions if they're helpful. And start there. or just tap on any judgment I have around dealing with allergies. And if somebody's irritating me, if I'm irritated about a situation, allow myself my truth. Give this part of me the much needed voice to free myself a little bit more and more from any stuck emotions. And the more I can use these things as information to guide and direct me, the less I'm going to judge myself. Because I've judged myself my whole life. And I would really like to keep releasing more and more of the self-judgment so that I continue to free myself a little more each and every day. And then take a breath. So if you didn't see the beginning of this, you can go back and listen to those healing questions guides and the healing questions. If they land for you, great. And if they don't worry about it. Just see what comes up, because that's why they give a lot of them, because then you go, ooh, that one really fits. And like I said, I notice with my own allergies too, they often tend to kick up more when I am irritated about something or I am feeling attacked. And then I go, oh, right, well, there's just a good indicator to me. Like, oh, I'm feeling this. And then it's my roadmap on what to tap on. So this is always a really good one. And Carrie, Kirsty, Arhelia, hope I said that right. And always glad to have people here live, and hope you found this helpful, and have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. That's it. Bye for now. Take good care.